Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I'm going to show you around the Buggy Barn Museum in the little town of Blanco, Texas, which is about 50 miles north of the Alamo in San Antonio. They have a collection of about 250 carriages and a lot of old buildings that they've put together that actually together creates its own little town. And the buildings are all open, so I'll be able to show you the insides too. So let's take a look. They actually have a blacksmith on duty here on Saturdays only. And you know what that is right behind it? Yep, that is a real buffalo. I bet he likes to be touched. That's a big one. But I bet you need to be shown the right way, in the right place to touch a buffalo. See you later, guy. I'm gonna go take a look at the museum here. This is right beside the very popular US Highway 281. Good parking out in front here. Several trailers they have on display here. Various farm equipment. And right out front, they have this bridge over a dry creek bed. And here is the beginning of their buildings. And this sign shows the direction to various cities and places. Let's see if I can cash a check in the bank. Looks like the bank has gone out of business. And next door to the bank is the land office and museum. And this is what's in the museum. Several carriages. Each one has a description plaque on it. And here's a really high riding coach. In this room is a bunch of saddles, various things, a couple horses, a lot of things on display, some guns, and a collection of small horse models, etc. And all these lamps from ages and ages ago. I was thinking this is a player piano, but that's just a roll of paper towels. And they've got a couple of these riding horses, which are not hooked up. And the back room has a lot more carriages. Looks like black was a popular color for carriages back then. And this museum has a fork collection. I've never seen a fork collection like that. Well, gee, I was going to play with this doll, but wow, they have got the carriages really tight in here. They need a much larger building to really do a good display. This one is a hearse with windows all around it. How did it get from Czechoslovakia to Blanco? Well, here's another disappointment for me. So many carriages in a small room. This one's made in Poland. How did those things get here? Man. Another doll you can't play with. And another room full of carriages. Well, there's so many and they're so tightly compacted here. So you can't get a good view of the sides of them, the way they're so tightly packed. Boy, they got these from all over the world. That's a really nice luxury one. I bet this one was used to carry people from train stations. And there's more upstairs. Here's a view from the second floor where they have more carriages. And they have a total of 250 carriages on their property here. Here's a plush purple seat. This is for one driving in the snow. This small one is from England, made in 1840. And across the street from the Carriage Museum is a livery there. And this is a blacksmith shop with your typical blacksmith equipment. And here inside the livery is more carriages, different types rather than just for transportation. These looks like they may have been used for a circus or some specialty purpose. Like this one was a cage, I guess, for animals. Got a red one back there. And there's a really big Conestoga. And here's a jail carriage. See what the bar's there. And here's how they get up and out. Where they just stand up or maybe sit on chairs as they're being transported. This red one is an 1800s stagecoach. And here's another building full of carriages. There's a covered one in wood. This has a comfy seat back. And the back side of the building is full of more carriages. Wow, so many. I bet this guy has been waiting here a long time. Every spot in here has a carriage. Wow. Another couple rows of them. Here's the end of that row. All sorts of carriages here. Oh, there's a real small Wells Fargo. That's just for mail, I guess. It does have seats in it. But not big enough to carry adults. You don't see many of these kinds of businesses anymore. They sell fine horses. What do they do with the ones that are not? Here's the Texas Rangers headquarters. They got a barber shop, combination dentist. And here is a freight company, part of Liz's place. What could Liz's place be? Well, it looks like a banquet hall. There's a stage there. I bet they have weddings and other types of events in here. There's another directory sign, and they got a street here with various businesses on both sides and a church down at the end. And next to Liz's place is this outdoor dining area. And on the other side of Liz's place is the Moore Hotel and the Wild Horse Saloon. I wonder if these are recreations or actual buildings that were moved here. There's the bell to let people know it's time for church. And they have their own cemetery. But it looks like there's not a whole lot of people buried here. Plenty of room for more customers. Well, let's go in the church. Nice pews. Looks like your average church. With the piano, there's the lectern, and of course you got to have a church organ. They got a U.S. mail carriage in the Saddle and Surrey shop. And guess what this is? You climb up those stairs for only one time. It's hanging. There's their post office with the telegraph service. You can get you a P.O. box here. And all the postman needs is a calculator and the typewriter, of course, and a scale. And across from the post office is this living quarters, which is the only living quarters I've seen. There's an ironing board. There's the restroom. And the bathtub. Next to the church and cemetery, of course, you gotta have an undertaker. There's a big casket. You see what that one says? Next building is a dressmaker and tailor and a haberdashery. Let's take a look inside. Well, they've got furniture too. There's an organ. You got sewing machines in here. They can even build you a nice bed. And this next room is the restroom. And here is the general store, I guess you might call it. There's a lot of fruits and vegetables here. And there's the clerk. I don't know what this is. This says July 12, 1998, Enterprise Manufacturing Company. For making something. They got a lot of dishes and things in the display there. And various things for the home. Scale. Wash tub. There's a couple similar things. And this guy is ready to deliver Plymouth rope. I bet he makes it whatever length you want. Some kinds of machines that I'm not familiar with. All kinds of things in here. Well, the fruit sure looks nice and fresh. Amazing. Bakery. They sell sewing machines and desks. And I bet whatever they don't have, you can order. Here's the outside. And yes, that is the general store. And the next building over is Dr. Trent. It's got a special sale on removing bullets. And Republic of Texas room and hospitality room. Somehow I think this is not original sign from the 1800s. And the inside doesn't look like from the 1800s either. Well, this is good to know. Nobody around here is wanted. They got a feed and seed store. And the hotel is where you can get a bath for a nickel. Towels and soap is extra though. And a laundry. Let's take a look inside the hotel. There's a table for playing cards, I guess. There is stage. Several tables. Piano. And of course we got a bar over here. Well, I don't know if I can deal with those rules. But it looks like it's not even open now. Too early in the day, I guess. I wonder why bars used to have these swing doors. There's no security. Anybody can get in. Poker and cigars are things that's hard to find in bars these days. Well, folks, that is about it here. For $10 admission, I'd say it's worth a stop to take a look for about an hour or so.